What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we are coming back to Creedence Clearwater Revival. Yes, indeed. CCR fans, feeling? You, come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-boobity bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from JFK. And this is actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of September for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, JFK. Hope you enjoy the show. JFK want to see me react to this is Creedence Clearwater Revival with a tune called Green River. Now, have I heard this song before? I don't know. The title does not sound familiar. And when I look at the title Green River, nothing is popping in my head as far as like any type of a chordal progression or melodic lines or anything like that. Now, having said that, I have heard a number of Creedence Clearwater Revival songs that I don't know what the titles are. So there is a chance. Actually, I'm just gonna go on record. There is a pretty strong chance that I might push play, the song might start, and within the first minute, I might go, oh yeah, I recognize that. If that happens, which like I said, there's a pretty good chance it might, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Creedence Clearwater Revival, okay? And the video has 3.5 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Green River. Remastered 1985. Cool. I couldn't help but notice the title here of this album artwork. The 20 Greatest Hits. So this song was a hit for them. Well, that just increased the chances that I may have heard this song before. So I guess we'll find out. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Yeah, this sounds familiar. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, I'm not 100% certain, but I'm like 95% sure I've heard this. Well, that's going to complicate things. I can't give it a score. Yeah, I recognize the song. I can't give this a score. I can't even really do. All I'll be able to talk about, honestly, is if I liked it or not. That's really all I can say. yeah, I'm not going to be able to give this a score, honestly. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. That's kind of the risk, though. Like, when it comes to doing this stuff and it comes to making requests, you guys don't know what I've heard. And I'm going to be honest with you, there's a number of times, like in this situation, I don't even know if I've heard it. I've heard this song. I know for a fact I've heard this song. At this point, I'm like, I'm still 95, but 95, 95%, you don't get much more certain than that. I mean, I'm not 100% certain, but man, this is ringing bells. Bells are going off, alarms are going off, lights are flashing, arrows are pointing, the whole shebang. And they're all telling me, you've heard this. So it's always kind of a risky run when you make a request, because I don't cheat. I don't cheat. I don't go and listen to the song and then, say, oh, I've never heard this before. I just listened to it 2 minutes ago. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Unfortunately, it does lead to situations like this where I have to come out and I got to be honest with you guys and say, yeah, I've heard this before. And like I said, I'm 95%, if not more, if I'm being honest. But I'm at least 95% certain that I've heard this before. We can still play it out. We'll still play the song. We'll still finish it out. Just for fun. Why not? We're here. Let's just do it. Good song. It is. Got a nice groove. Short song, too. Under 3, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Just a tad over 2.5. There are a lot of times where I dig songs like this that are, short, sweet, and to the point. There's no fluff in this song. There's no extra padding. There's no, elongating for the sake of elongating. They could. They very easily could. And in a live setting, you could take a song like this, that's 2.5 minutes, you can open it up. Open it up. Let's open this up. Let's vamp for a bit on the main riff, and let's give let's give the guitarist a solo. Why not? Take 32 bars at this tempo. 32 bars, it's about a minute. And then, how about the keyboard player? Look at the keyboard player, 32 measures. Why not? And then we'll let the drummer and the bass player split 32. Give bass player 16, give the drummer 16. Let's open it up. Let's have some fun. It's an easy chordal progression to follow. It's really easy, and it's easy to solo over. So this would be a great tune to open it up in a live setting and, you know, give everybody a chance to stand out and shine a little bit. Why not? You know? Yeah, unfortunately I have heard this. I'm positive I've heard this now. I am 100% sure. So look on the bright side. It's going to be a short review. Let me get my thought. Well, there's really no thoughts to get together. There really aren't. We'll just transition over and we'll talk about something. I don't know. Maybe the weather. I mean, we'll figure something out. Well, there you go, folks. That was Creedence Clearwater Revival with a tune called Green River. This was a request from JFK. And this was actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of September for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, JFK. Oh, man. I really hope you enjoyed the show. So we already figured out I've heard the song. Okay, we've already figured that out. And like I said, folks, it's nothing. It's not like I do this intentionally. You know, I have no idea if I've heard the song or not. I go in to every request. Now there have been times where I've seen the title and I go, oh yeah, I know for a fact I've heard this song before. And then there are songs like this where I'm not 100% sure, but I don't want to ruin the reaction by going and checking. You know what I mean? Because what if on the off chance I haven't heard the song before and I go and I listen to it to see if I've heard it before? Now what? I just ruined the reaction. You know what I mean? So it's a gamble. It is a gamble, and whenever you guys make requests, there is that chance that we could end up in a situation like this. I do try, and I'll tell people when people make requests, I will tell them I've heard this before. You know, I know this song, and you know, and I've had people go, oh, that's okay. This is a live performance. I want to get your reaction to the live performance. Okay, cool, no problem. Or I'll tell them, I like for the example of Wrong Side of Heaven from Five Finger Death Punch. I knew for a fact I'd heard that song. I told the requester I've heard that song, and the requester said, that's okay. I don't want you to react to the song. I want you to react to the music video. Okay, well then I'll react to the music video. I'd never seen it before. But in a situation like this, all it is an audio clip. Now, if this video had been a live performance, like of them playing live on stage, I could have at least reacted to that, okay? But because this was a studio recording, a remaster at that, of a song that I didn't know I'd heard before, but as it turns out, I've heard it. Unfortunately, as a result of that, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm not giving this a score. I just can't, guys. Not in good conscience. I will tell you, I enjoy the song. It's got a nice, laid-back, kind of a southern rock blues to it. Feels good. It felt good. A song like this is not supposed to be complicated. A song like this is not supposed to be, impressive. This is just a song that you sit back on your rocking chair out on the porch, out by the bayou, and just kind of rocking back and forth. And maybe you got a jug of moonshine next to you and you just take a sip from it, and you just kind of relax and watch the sunset with your best friend, your faithful hound dog next to you by your side. That's the kind of picture that you would have, right? Or you and your friends jump into the pickup and drive down to the wherever the social gathering is, and you go and find some fun there, but you got 2 or 3 people in the cab, and you got 6 of your friends hanging out in the bed of your truck. No seatbelts, no seats. This was a real thing back in the day, and no parents were freaking out over it. Nobody was getting hurt. Nobody was getting injured. Everything, because people were driving responsibly back then. with a top speed of, 25 in the county areas, no one's going to get, thrown out of the truck. And even if they did get thrown out at 25, the only way that's going to happen is if you make a sharp turn. Well, you're going to slow down for a sharp turn anyway. So you just slow down to maybe 10 miles an hour. And you might tumble off the side, Oh, look at that. You got scraped up a little bit on your arm. You're okay. Get back in the truck and get to the dance. Kind of like, it just kind of gives me vibes like that. You know what I mean? And, there are times, honestly, that I just want to put on a song like this and, just groove to it while I work, or groove to it while I drive, or, whatever the case may be, It's a fine tune. It's a fine tune. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, okay? It's easy to follow. It's pleasing to the ear. It's got a nice feel, nice beat to it, all right? And obviously, you got John Fogerty on vocals, who's got that so distinct voice. You could pick his voice out of a crowd, no problem. But, unfortunately, I can't give this a score, guys. I just can't. Not in good conscience. But yeah, I do dig on the song, just to let y'all know. So yeah, no score, final say, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.